1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's on the second dot. Ba-da-da-da. And then second, right? The second part. And then lower. Okay, what? The lower part. And then it's a nice slide, right? Actually, you can do. That's also the same. It's E. But I want you to have this. The reason why it's closer now here, you will just move 2 frets. Alright? From here to there. So these 2 here, your index and your pinky, giving references, right, to position your fingers. So it is the best way to find out the right position by seeing the distance in between 2 dots right there, right? So the reason why there are dots there, because that's where you get your references where you're going to move, right? So now you know your A is on the 5th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5th frets. You know that your F is on the 2nd fret. B is on the 2nd fret too. But the E on the 7th fret. Wait a minute, it's not tuned. Another exercises that you have to do at home. Alright, let's go back from the pattern. Ba-da-da-da. 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 Just do the cycle. Just do that. Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's try that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. One more time. A. Yeah, we have to be here. Pinky would be there. Yeah, yeah. Always 2 frets. In between. And then E. 7. There you go. Then go back to A again. Okay, hold on to that position, freeze on that position. I've been observing and noticing it, because again, look at your hand. Your hand should be, that will be the one that's only moving are your fingers. Always let it rest there. Yeah, so if you do that, and I said if you have leave it into your ribs right there, your base, it will be easier. Okay, and all your fingers are pointing up. So because if I'm going to show you again how I do it, okay, try it. Yeah, so the only one that's moving actually are your fingers, not hanging your arm right there. So if you do that, it will be easier to navigate, because you're only using 2 strings actually, B minor here and the E. Actually, my purpose here is for you not to look on this section here, on this part of your right hand. You can focus here, and the moment you're familiar with all the positions there now, and you can look to the audience, and and because the third stage is getting familiar with the sound. Where is your E? Where is your F sharp minor, B minor, and then going to E. So now you're familiar with what your right hand and your left hand are doing, right? So that's our goal. So actually, because what's happening is you're finding out your right hand, you're looking, where is that? Because your hand is hanging, all right? But when you do, see, wait, it's permanent. The position, it's permanent right there. The only ones moving are your fingers. And you know where is the fourth string, pam, 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 and the second, pap, 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 right? And then you will know the third and first, pap, 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 pap. So what's the one moving? Pap, 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 pap. So now you don't need to look of what your right hand is doing. Now you concentrating, pam, pap, pap, pap. See? So, and you know where it's that because by your touch, you get familiar with the touch, right? Pap, 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 pap. So what's the one moving are your fingers, right? So because it's very hard when it's there, and you can find it. Why? Because the joint is the one working. That's part of the technique. Just leave it there. Pam, 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 pam. So now your focus now is in your left hand. Where is that A? Pam. And go to F sharp minor, pam, 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 B minor, and then pam, pam, pam. Now you're focused on this one. And then after that, the third goal is for you to familiar with the sound. You know where your A, because later on you will get familiar with this one. Okay, glance once in a while. Where is that? Especially when you go to E. As the distance between the B minor and the E, so you really have to look that you have the right chord in your E on the higher octave, right? So those are the tricks to remember. Okay, I'll show it again to you one more time.
So I go like this instead of like this.
Let me see. Yes,
Right.
yeah, you do that, and when it's resting there, there you go. And you know your fourth string and second, and then third and first, right? There you go, and then you can touch. It's easy, you see?
Yeah.
So you can, and now your concentration is here now, right? Okay, so try that one before. Okay. Yes, good. And then B minor. And then
hard to reach this.
yeah, and then okay. Yeah, you really have to do that. Get permanent first. Which the only ones moving are your fingers. Okay. All right.
It's hard to get the thumb on the second.
On the second one, let me see. I will show you also how to reach that one. Okay, right there. Because look, okay. You said it's hard to reach. See, and this is the one moving. See, when you go down, okay. When you go up, so that's the only one moving, and then the fingers. Right? So now this one is really against your ribs right there, your side of your body right there. So and pulling that. See? So it won't be really hard when you do that. Playing that on side, right? On the side of your body, which is your ribs right there, against your chest, okay? So so it's the exercise. You can do that also. There are ways when you do your exercise at home to get familiar with your finger positions. Just make it quick like that. Bam, 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 bam. Now, see, now I'm not looking here anymore because which is A, F sharp, B minor, E. Right? So I'm not looking here anymore. to know whether I'm exactly going to E here. A, right? So now the accent that we're playing, pa-da-da-da, 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 pa-da-da-da. If you will hear the pa-da-da-da, that's the rest. It's called the rest. The rest there is the space between two chords where you're going to do the transition from A, pa-da-da-da, pa-pa-pa, pa-da-da-da. So while you're doing the pa-da-da-da-da, you're now preparing to move to B, right? Pa-da-da-da, pa-da-da-da, pa-da-da-da. So the measure is there, right? So just keep on that distance, right? And now, like what I said, you're not looking on your right hand, you're concentrating here. And once you get familiar with what your left hand is doing, you can look at the just one time, I like this slap here, right? And then you can do the slide too. That's part of the measure counting. You just because that's a space. Instead of pararara to say the para, you can create a sound for you to create another sound. You know, in your mind, you do. All right. Okay, those are the tricks, the techniques. Okay. There you go. See? Yep, keep doing it. Mm-hmm. 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 Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Get in there. Cool. Let's get in there. Get in there. So that's something that we can work. Can help you with. So again, once I laid all the foundation to you, and it will be easy. Yeah, you know that, man. I have to memorize my position right there, which and then. So those kind of things, those tempo and the counting, and where is A, they will even coach you too. They know the pianist. Oh, he got to A over here, and this is what we're going to do. He will tell you also, because he might be 5 steps ahead of you, or the pianist also have some experience too. So you'll help one another as a band as you develop your relationship, your friendship, and you get together. That's where the Beatles started, right? Mm-hmm. And you know who are the Beatles. Your parents know them. So and now, man, I'm telling you, they become so famous, they become rich, they have all the money and the fame and the glory they have, right? And until now, they have the legacy of their songs that they wrote. Where did they start? In a small room like this, not fancy. Maybe in the next in the next few years they already they progress, but they started in playing in a club, in small coffee shops, you know, something like that. So maybe in the church, others are playing in the church. So okay, anyway, I just really want to encourage you this one, get familiar with it. Don't look on your right, what your right hand is doing, position it, because the movement is just like there. Just up, down, and then the fingers are just doing like that. See? When you have that, pa, 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 pa. First string, third string, second string, last string, right? Fourth string. So it will be hard now. So because what the position of your fingers is just right there, right? So now your concern now is only here. See? You mute it. That sound, don't sustain it because you exert too much energy there. You have to release it. Okay? It's not. That's what's happening. I remember again. What's happening is you sustain it because you press it too long. Not that one. Okay? What you do is release it here. See? When you release it, it muted. The sustain is gone. Right? So that's the accent. So it's kind of, it's like breathing also. Right? So it's muted like that. So that's the accent. Remember the accent. So instead of saying I'm just creating that sound now in your slide, right? Okay, so memorize that one and get familiar with your finger positions. And anyway, you can watch this in the video. Yeah, I don't want to keep on repeating and reiterating. And you can just review this and how these things happen. Okay, let's try it again. What you've learned today. So this will be the tempo of the guitar, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. One more time. Right? So you're doing different things. You're concentrating on the tempo. Tap to tap. Rest. Boom. Tap to tap. Right? And now the drummer. Brian, listen to what this drummer. If we can do the syncopated tempo, we can do it together. So the tempo would be like this. The drummer's doing different patterns here too. The bass is different ones. So combined, it's not. I'm telling you about the monotonous sound. It's not monotonous, right? So, bum, 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 bum. So let's do it together. 1, 2, 3. thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something today or you enjoy watching the video. Subscribe, click the notification bell so that you will be updated. Alright, have a blessed day.
See you later.
See you